what's happening? You're all very welcome to Ramble Pod, number 12, I think it is, for Tuesday, the 21st of the 8th, 2018. Yeah. How's the week started? How's it going? You're into it? You're into it now? There's light at the end of the tunnel when you hit Tuesday, isn't there? It's like, yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. We're into this now. The depression of Monday is over. The session of Monday is over. Sweet Jesus Christ. How are you keeping? I was barely talking to you the last day. I just had Paul on real quick. Where was I last day? The Empire. I was in the Empire in Belfast when I was talking to you last. Jesus. It was a good night. It was a good night in the Empire. Couple of pod listeners showed up. That was cool. That was really cool. I'd forgotten how high that stage is. There's times when you're going, Jesus. You walk out and you never expect to be eye level with the people or whatever. Plus, I'm a short arse, so I'm never eye level anyway. But at the same time, you're kind of going, a little bit of height, just so people can see you, show a bit of dominance. It's great. Well, fuck me, I can see down on the top of people's head. I felt like David Lee Roth or fucking Bon Jovi or something. Every time he catches me, I walk out and it's like, oh, right. His stage is meant for the music-y people. But do you know what? It's when you know what. Plus, the mic. I noticed the mic was like any further than say my nipple line to my face was too far. Bringing the mic. Some mics like are dog shit. Like you gotta hold them you nearly gotta swallow the fucking things to get a bit of life out of them. But that one, the first few times I blew the fucking ears off people. Probably right, like I probably did right now. But it was a lovely, lovely gig. Very, very nice. I do like gigging in Belfast. I do like gigging in Belfast. I was supposed to be on in Lavery's the following night, but then I had a fucking corporate thing. So it would have been weird anyway, being out in Belfast in 2 nights when you wouldn't, we spread it out. I'll hopefully get to Lavery's before the end of the year. But just trying to, yourself. You stuff on. Trying to link stuff up with young Geddes there. It's just tricky. But yeah, I hope to be back up. I actually will be. I will be. If you check out the website there, sometime in late October. I think I am back up in Belfast. All right, I'm not at Lavery's. I think I'm in the limelight. I think. Anyway, a friend of Belfastinos. Belfastinos. That's a good name, isn't it? I like that one. Belfastinos. Belfastinos. I like it. La Flama Blanca. Belfastinos. Yeah, that's I'll be back up there in October, and the week was fucking bananas with just mad shit like acting training and stuff like that, and then rehearsing for this play that's coming up, which I'm not allowed to tell you about either at the minute on any media forums. But look, sure that's further down the line. But I met with the people from Bus Éireann. I will be hosting the Bus Éireann stand tent. Fun kind of a thing at the Ploughing Championship this year for 3 days of the Ploughing Championship. Anybody from outside of Ireland who's never heard of the Ploughing Championship, it is the biggest outdoor public event in Europe, believe it or not. I did not know it was the biggest just public event. Like gazillions of people show up to it. Honestly, it's pretty much half the island of Ireland and the Northern Ireland come to the fucking Ploughing Championship. They just invade the Midlands for 3 days. It's something to behold. I haven't been at it since I was a young fella, but just seeing it, you'd see it on the the news and stuff. It's just phenomenal. We're talking 300,000 or 400,000 people. I could be wrong with my numbers. Totally could be wrong with my numbers. I don't know, but definitely there's 250,000 people come to it anyway, daily, and they have everything from like. Mary Berry is there doing a cooking demonstration this year. They have the fanciest tractors going. It started off, I think, with it was actually a ploughing tournament. See who could plough the sexiest ploughing. I don't know anything about ploughing. Tillage was never my background. Animals, maybe. But when it comes to tilling and cutting soil and stuff, I have no idea. Apparently, it's how smooth you can get the kind of thing to cut. And we all know what ploughing is. You know what I mean? I don't need to explain that. But it's how good you can fucking do it, basically. And how efficiently you can do it, I'm guessing. And in what? Like, just like a fight tournament, they have different weight tractors different size tractors, I'm guessing, different era tractors. They have those old cool yokes, you know, those fucking nearly steam-driven things, all the way up to like the fancy schmancy, huge fucking monster truck, 200 fucking grand tractors. And that's what it was based off. And it still goes on. But this must be on like 1,000 acres or something like. I don't know who the farmer or farmers are that own this fucking place, but I mean, I'm guessing they don't have to do any farming all year round with the money they make off this. I can't see how, because it's been at the same place for 3 years. No, they used to move it around a bit, but they seem to be happy with the Midlands, this place in the Midlands. So, and then Bus Éireann came to me and said, well, a PR agency came to me and said, we want you to host. And this is what they do. Like, it's promotional. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be actually good crack. They've quite a good idea about it. And if you are thinking of coming, call on over to me, because it's essentially, it's just entertainment. It's got very little to do with buses actually, but it's I'll be doing a bit of fucking stand-up, clean stand-up. But like, look, it's not going to be club stand-up in any way. Like, there's not going to be, do you know what's funny? It's going to be banter with the audience. Hopefully we have an audience. But I would imagine with 200,000 or 300,000 people, we'll get a few heads in. And as soon as people hear this free shit, which there's lots of free shit, they have a good idea. They actually have the big red chair set up from Graham Norton. So it'll be stories, travel-based stories, you know what I mean? Typically, primarily, you get a bit of a nod if it's a Bus Éireann. So you know yourself, if you have a story, you're coming to the Ploughing Championship about travel, put Bus Éireann in the fucking thing. You know what I mean? If you are on a bus, make it a Bus Éireann bus in the story. And I know that they're saying some nice shit. I want some of the shit they're giving away. I hope I do get some free swag. But the winner each day of the best story, because the chair and everything, they're having the chair built, it actually flips. Now, it doesn't fuck people out of it like the Graham Norton one does, but you know what I mean? You get a bit of fucking land. You are being thrown backwards at like 70 degrees, like. But the person who wins, they win an iPad, I think, and some other cool shit. So, fuck it. If nobody shows up, Tommy's getting 3 iPads. So, but if you are, it's well, you know, it's a thing that's, I know it's during the work week or whatever, but it's a thing that's well worth seeing. It's such a fucking spectacle. I can't wait to hopefully actually get around the thing, but I'm going to be working for most of the day at it. So yeah, it should be a fucking right bit of crack. So I met with them. They were really cool about it. Like, you know, they were just, this is the kind of guidelines we have, Tom, but we'd like you to kind of do your own thing, which is always really cool. Like, rather than going, excuse me, so we're going to nature. Like, at first you kind of see in the timeline, you're going, Jesus Christ, are you letting me do anything? Why, you know? But then when you get talking, it's like, okay, well, you have to put some sort of fucking guidelines in before a fella goes absolute buck wild. So it should be fun. I think it should be fun. Be clean, fun. But like that, once like I said, once there's free shit, people will be there with big smiley grinny faces on them with their fucking hand in the air. It's what people do. It should be good. And then Sunday night, I was in, oh Jesus, do you know what, Sunday, whatever about the gig Sunday, Limerick, you're my lady, you're one true love that I have ever known. Limerick, Abu. Go on, Limerick, boy. Fair fucking play to you. 45 years being the fucking bridesmaid. And sometimes not even getting invited to the wedding. They pulled it off. Fucking any given Sunday, anything's possible. I'm going to take a slug of tea before I get into this. 1 second. Oh, Jesus. Who couldn't be happy? Who could not be happy for Limerick? Winning the Senior Hurling All-Ireland final. 45 years. There are people have fucking lived and died inside that time and not seen an All-Ireland in Limerick. Talk about a city, and such a sporting city, so good with fucking rugby and stuff, and love hurling, but just haven't seen a sniff of the fucking haven't been at the big boys table in 45 fucking years, haven't been within an ass's roar of it, like semi-finals the odd time, like, but really fuck acting around for years. And they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps about 6 years ago. Apparently there was some serious time and investment gone into the minors, the juniors. And it paid off. These fucking kids played like fucking absolute warriors. It wasn't, for anybody who doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now, hurling is our national sport. We have Gaelic football too. But even people where Gaelic football is big in their parts of the country, even they will put their hand up and go, yeah, there's no comparison when it comes to hurling and football. Hurling is Like, I'm a rugby man through and through, but I'll tell you here now, it's a good game of fucking hurling. Oh my good Jesus Christ. Like, if you have any skin in the game whatsoever, and I kind of do, because I went to college in Limerick. The old man is kind of born, and, he was in Limerick till he was about 12 or 13. My grandparents are originally from County Limerick. I work every Christmas in Limerick with the Panto. So I've had a bit, and like that, I was there a couple of weeks ago, I was telling you about it. And it's a fucking smashing place. And if you're thinking about a good weekend away, get to Limerick. It's just a good place for lovely boozers, some great fucking restaurants around the place. And if nothing else, on Saturday, to go down to that market. It's the best by far in the country. It's up there with those fancy European fucking markets. Like, it's just, food-wise, it's just can't be touched. But they finally did it. They pulled it off. Fucking hell, 45 years waiting. That's a long time. And I mean, I thought hurling was fucking falling down around our ears. Kilkenny were knocked out. Tipperary with the two powerhouses. Cork haven't been winning an ass's fucking roar in 10 years. So, they were a powerhouse one time. And this year I thought they were going to fucking sort their shit out. But no. Limerick fucking took them to the cleaners. Absolutely. As in the immortal words of Eddie O'Sullivan, they got taken to the woodshed and shown the belt. Do you know what I mean? It was a great day. If anybody hasn't get to see it, go and see it. Go and watch it. You'll find it online somewhere. Galway versus... And then Galway people were like, yeah, grand. We won it last year. You know what I mean? You could see by them, they're like, how could you... Like, it'd be one thing to get cleaned out the door by Tipperary, where I'm from, or Kilkenny. Yeah, fine. Because you go, oh, Jesus Christ. But you can't deny when a team hasn't won it in 40 odd fucking years, you're like, yeah, okay. And it wasn't a bunch of old grizzlies. It was fucking young guys, so I hope they push on and don't fucking celebrate like fucking Galway did. You could see Galway weren't at the rate. No, they were getting badgered out the fucking door at every single turning chance by the Limerick lads, and their fitness is great. But I've noticed this, like, Connacht, the rugby team, it's like they go on a fucking, some superstar moment, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you won something. Celebrate for a week, go on the absolute fucking rip, rest up, and get back fucking training for next year. No. This doesn't seem to happen in Galway. I mean, to be fair to them, they made it to the final, but I think it was a bad fucking year for standard of hurling. I mean, truth be told, our crowd fell off the wheels came off the fucking wagon, like, but you know what, like, somebody got too fucking smart in their own fucking boots there too, like, I don't know how they fell apart. Normally we were talking about semi-final, final anyway, but Jesus Christ, I heard they fucking hired in Brezzy. God, for the love of God, like, I mean, Brezzy, they might as well fucking hire me. Brezzy's played some high-end fucking football and rugby. For West fucking Meath. Like I said, you may as well hire me if you're going to come down looking for inspiration and fucking talks. Yeah, it's supposed to be about mental health, no doubt, like, but Jesus Christ, I'm pretty sure they have. You don't need a superstar fucking singer to walk in there and go, hey. I don't know what his role was, but, like, that's, when you read that, that's when you're... You know what I mean? It's like an American football team bringing in Bruno Mars or something. You know what I mean? What's the fucking point? Just keep it fucking simple. Keep it simple. Apparently the whole fucking management staff have gone anyway. Anyway, I'm actually talking too much about Tipperary hurling. Back to fucking Limerick and Galway final. Good on you. Fucking great final. Heart and mouth stuff. 8 points up. Let Galway back into it. 8.5 minutes of fucking injury time played. Joe Cannon gets a fucking free. This motherfucker has a sniper sight. He's to level the game. He's about fucking 80 yards out, just outside his range. Fuck me, misses. Driven back out, the whistle blown. Beautiful. But Limerick should have buried him in that last 20 fucking minutes, and that's where inexperience come in. I guarantee you, had they been playing at Kilkenny or whatever, and they left him back in it, you left the fucking door open, you took your foot off the neck, I guarantee you, Kilkenny would have fucking minced him. They would have gone on to win by fucking 7 points. So if that's a thing they need to take away with video analysis, just tell you, as a total expert here, fucks it. But you know what, it wasn't classic skillful for the ages, and people got pissed off at me over the weekend when I was talking about this, and even yesterday I think the old man was kind of having a bit of a hump with me, but I was saying, look, it wasn't a classic skill wise. There was drop fucking balls, there was wides like you never seen, and more missed fucking chances. Jesus, that shit can't be happening at a final stage. Like, I mean, the amount of fucking intercepted fucking passes, like, that cannot be happening in hurling. Like, drop balls, fucking pulling on top of it. Like, yeah, they were fucking dogged in it, but that level, that skill level, that needs to be up, which it just surprised me. I think the standard, like, the fire in the bellies of hurling is still there, but I think the standard has kind of dropped a little of the silky stuff. Maybe that's the way it's going. Maybe it's going like football. We're just going to badger the fuck out of somebody until he gives you the ball. Who knows? Anyway, moving swiftly along. Congratulations to the mighty Limerick. No doubt there'll be no fucking listen to the fuckers for a full month while I'm down there for the Panto. Jesus Christ. But anyway, congratulations. Well done. I tell you one thing. I was in town Sunday night after the All-Ireland final, and I wiped it from my memory for the 3 hours between the final finishing and me heading to town or whatever, because we went for a cracking pizza down in Bray, and it's called Noah's Ark. It's the name of the pizza joint. They do those wood-fired pizza. Shout out to them. Very, very fucking good customer service. Nice kid fucking working in there, left him a nice tip. You know what? He was putting his back into it. You know, I don't care if he's saying that same shit to everybody that comes through the door, but he's putting on a fucking performance. And that's exactly what... Don't be bringing your personal fucking grievances to the fucking workplace. This was extremely professional. I was so impressed. And it was only a handful of people in the restaurant. He could have been like, fucking... What's the crack? None of that stuff. It was all very... Like he was working in fucking LA or something. You know what I mean? This lad, he was putting on a performance. And I could totally appreciate that he was being very professional. He's coming out with all the little one-liners about fucking... about this, that, and the other when it comes to the pizza. And you're going, yeah. You know, once upon a time, we would have been half cynical going, oh, Jesus, give it a fucking rest. In this, no, you know what? If that's what being professional is in his book, I like it. Because that's, don't be bringing your fucking attitude. If you have a fucking toot outside of work, don't be fucking bringing it to me and expecting me to fucking give you money. Do you know what I mean? I liked it. I like that. Professionalism. Fucking customer service. Good on you. What the fuck am I on this morning? This is an early morning. Maybe I should do more in the fucking morning. I'm absolutely jacked up on very strong tea right now. Because I got to head out and I'm taking a buddy's car to a kind of special mechanic. He's special. He is a fucking specialist. So I gotta take a buddy's car to him because I said I'd do him a favour, and that's what I do with my time. Any free time I have at all, I fill it up with stuff. Because I'm a fucking manic lunatic, and if I sat still for fucking 2 seconds, I'd end up eating the corner of the fucking table. I can hear the dog scratching outside the door. She's like, I want in on this podcast. Not today, honey. Yeah, Jesus Christ, where was I? Oh, yes, so I was gigging on Sunday night after it. I was in town for I was going to be in Unhinged Comedy Club, but I also jumped over and did a spot at... the International on Sunday night, where I got to try out a good 8 minutes of new stuff. Now, I'd say 8 minutes, but realistically, I'm going to be shaving and changing that, and it'll probably end up being closer to like 5 minutes. But that's a nice new 5 minutes that I think it's got stuff. It's not just a little bomb you can drop in there. I think there's a bit of meat on the bone there. We can fucking explore it, take it out in different directions. So I was quite happy with that, and it was a lovely crowd in. And then I popped across the road, lovely crowd in Unhinged. Town was getting a bit boisterous between the two gigs. Do you know what I mean? Sunday night, knew the match, and you've seen a lot of green jerseys, a lot of maroon jerseys walking around the place. A bit pissed, but this is only about half, 9:45 or whatever. I go over to the other place. Of course, I'm not, they fucking took forever to start it. Which, you get over there and it's fucking, you're expecting to see like the middle spot on. The first guy's only just gone on. You're like, oh, place is hot as shit. It was like 27 degrees fucking, which I know to anybody listening in a lot of other countries go like, yes, what is this? 27. It's a lot to us, especially in the nighttime, and humidity. Ugh. So anyway, got on, lovely gig there, but walking out, holy Jesus Christ, it was like fucking Walking Dead. I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't just Galway lads and fucking Galway girls and fucking I lift my heart to Galway. No, it was, and Limerick folks. Now, they were smashed. There was a couple of lads who, owl fellas falling out of fucking strip joints and stuff like that, because they wouldn't be fucking seeing that down home. So when you're away, go see some foreign titties. I don't know. Lads, fucking hell. I hope they took you for a ton of money anyway. But it was just fucking carnage. You could smell fucking Lynx Africa off everybody. But it was, do you know what there was? There was a lot of fucking Eastern European folks around, like lads, just kind of, two duos of fucking... Was there some Eastern European team playing it on Sunday? Because it's not something you normally see as Eastern European people out drunk around the streets. Like, it's really not. So it was... it was just... It felt weird because you're walking... Obviously, you're stone cold sober and you're walking back to the car, whatever, up the street, walking up Georgia Street. It's just fucking... It's a really trashy kind of fucking vibe. There's a lot of fuckers... Alright, you know what I mean. After a match, you've been drinking all day, fair enough. But there was a kind of a fucking like scummy fucking women, like, and scummy looking blokes. Just maybe it's just, I don't know. It just seemed different than your average Sunday night, which I expect because of the All Ireland. But I don't think a lot of them were Irish. That were just look like big old birds with fucking like wearing belly tops and stuff, with just smoking fags, and it just seemed like a trashy part of town in a movie, right in the fucking. You know, it was weird. Maybe it felt like a busy 4 in the morning. That's what it felt like. Do you know that? It felt like a busy 4 in the fucking morning. But it was only like fucking 10:30. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking carnage. Fucking carnage. I'd say town another hour later, if any of them were still alive. And these weren't all, this is what I'm saying. What was weird was it wasn't all Ireland people, like. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking, just, unless a load of people that were visiting, like fucking tourists or whatever, just jumped on board, mate. Yeah, fucking All Ireland Day, we're into this. Let's get smashed with the paddies. I just fell around the fucking place, like. So, yeah, it was a fucking weird one. It was weird. It was one, if you went in to meet friends around fucking 10 o'clock and they were, you know what I mean? You'd fuck off home. Because you couldn't jump on board that boat, you know what I mean, on that train. Because town was just heaving. So you couldn't jump on that train that late, unless you're going to like drop fucking 10 Jaeger bombs just to get the fucking party started, like. But you couldn't catch up, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so that was that. Jesus Christ, I had a fucking row with a squirrel the other day. I said that right, yeah, a squirrel. It's a red squirrel. I was delighted when I saw him because there's so many fucking grey squirrels around. But there's a red squirrel the other day, down out of the tree. We were delighted to have him. It's great to have him here because you see so many of the grey fuckers. But he kind of struts towards me. I'm like, all right, because you see, I'm still seeing a tree rat. Like, I know they're cute little things, like, but it's like, what have you been eating? Because stay the fuck away from me, and I'm not backing up. But I said to him, I'm not fucking backing up, squirrel. You fuck back up that tree, and you stay in your tree. I'll stay down here in this house, and you. But fuck no, he started strutting towards me, and just then the dog is losing her fucking mind. I'm like, do you want me to open that door and let that dog out? So that'll attitude adjust you, I can tell you. But it was only like into 30 seconds, 40 seconds into having a conversation, a row, pretty much a fucking argument with this squirrel. It dawned on me that I'm arguing with a squirrel. It's like, okay, we've finally fucking cracked. We've lost it. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Because when you break it down, like, it sounds funny, but when you actually really break it down, it's like, oh, you saw fit to actually have a row with a wild animal. Okay, Tom, that's pretty fucking special, that is. Yeah, and that's where we're at, folks. This is who you're listening to on a weekly basis, the kind of man who will actually row with a squirrel. Do you know what I got asked over the fucking weekend? I got asked to explain, like, they were asking me about this person was asking me about Hit the Diff, the song. I'm like, okay. And they were like, well, what is the diff? As well, like, to explain that it's the differential in the axle of a tractor. Where if you lock the differential, it'll send both wheels in, like, it stops the traction. It stops the slippage allowing in the opposite direction because wheels spin backwards to each other until you lock them and they both drive in the same direction. And it's for a different look. And I explained it. There's a great video to explain the differential. The idea of it is that one wheel slows down when going around a corner because you can't have both wheels, because you'd never make corners if both wheels are spinning locked and spinning in the same direction all the time, like they weren't loose of each other. And it was only then when the next lyrics started being asked, it's like, hold on, how much of this do I know of this song? When it was, because I can't remember the words of it, but it was when it was being asked, I was like, oh yeah. So do you know what I'm going to do? And I want any of my agri-based fucking buddies, listeners on this, to start breaking down, because I think we'll do this. I will break it down, and maybe by next month for the ploughing championship, what we'll do is a full breakdown of every lyric. You know, like they do sometimes for like rap videos. I remember my buddy Jerry McBride, he did an amazing breakdown of Warren G's fucking Regulators. You know that fucking that song. He did a breakdown of its movements throughout the city that night as he talks it. So I think what we'll do is we'll have an explanation for every single phrase that's using it that your average person wouldn't understand. So feel free to send them on to me. I'll screen grab them, and then maybe around the second week of September, I'll start banging them out, and we'll actually explain it to folk who know nothing about the agricultural, like it's trucking, and there's kind of excavating and talked about in it as well as tractors and all the rest of it. It's ridiculous, I know, but sure, look at what else have we to be doing with ourselves, lads, but being fucking ridiculous. We could be all fucking, we could have to hump about things and just be fucking dreary old fuckers. But let's make a project out of this. Let's actually break down the entirety of the song Hit the Diff. I'm not going to do Slip the Clutch or fucking, what's his other one, Steer from the Rear or Steer the Rear. Yeah, rhyming fucking vehicular slang. Fair play to you. The Pope is coming this weekend, lads. Are you excited? I'm going to be down in Cork. I have two corporates down in Cork, so I will be missing old Franny. Is he here this week? Yeah, all sorts of roads are getting blocked anyway, so you know yourself. Come on, Franny, fair play to you. Do you know what? If you think about it, like, you'd be a right job selling fucking Pope flavoured ice creams or whatever. Oh God, what the fuck's a Pope flavoured ice cream? Or maybe sell a little ice cream. Oh, fuck, right. Fuck that, moving on. I gotta go to that fucking mechanic. Because I'm booked in there now. Also, I'd like to, anybody who listens to those conspiracy guys, lads, get on it with I said it during the week, I made another donation myself. Gordon, who has, and it's one of the best podcasts out there, those conspiracy guys. Gordo has a project where he's going to America and he's going to film, based on conspiracy, he's going to film 12 feature-length documentaries and do vlogs and everything every single day throughout it. But more importantly, it's the fucking documentaries. Now, he's raised a ball of cash already, but this is going to be one of the coolest fucking things of all time if we can fucking actually raise the money to get him to produce it, because I really want to fucking see what he's going to produce. So it's a weird way to wrap your head around it. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like the Patreon, is that rather than fucking paying a TV license or paying for electricity to watch a TV, why not and hope that somebody fucking makes something that you kind of like, that you might get into, that on the advice of somebody else goes, oh yeah, Sons of Anarchy, is that about motorbikes? I don't really like motorbikes. Oh yeah, I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look sometime. Imagine the style of podcast you're into. If you really love the conspiracy guys, imagine what 12 fucking documentaries is going to be like. It's going to be unfucking real, and it won't get made without your fucking money. So press on. Throw him a fiver. Go to those conspiracy guys' website, TCG TV. You'll see it. You'll see the fucking thing. It's very easy to find. Click it. Fire off a fiver. Fire off more if you have it. But just the one time, throw him a fucking fiver. And let's get him to make those fucking documentaries. He's heading over there anyway, but it's going to be fucking way less. He'll make 6 instead of 12. And I want to see I want him to make 112, because when a man puts that kind of fucking back work into fucking just the podcast and stuff, I can only imagine the fucking kind of setup he's going to go for when it comes to this. Give it a look anyway, lads. Give it a look. If you haven't listened to those conspiracy guys, go give it a listen. It's really fucking good. And like that, I mean, peddling my own shit. Somebody bought a pillow with the buckshot fucking symbol on it. Somebody is now, I don't know where it's going, because again, I only get an update of that somebody has bought it. That's all I know. Somebody's bought a fucking pillow with my face on it. Fair play to you. I fucking love that. I love it. Please, whoever you are and you're listening, I wonder, is it just some random person has bought it as a joke for their fucking mother or something? I don't know. I want to see your face lying on my face on the I just fucking love the weirdness of that. Like, cup, I can get my head in totally cups. Yeah. I've ordered a cup myself, actually. I've ordered a couple of stickers. But fucking a pillow? Okay. Cushion, pillow, I don't know. Good on you. I'll put if you do, have a look at T Republic, see what you think. The stuff is actually quite nice. There's more designs coming. I've kind of commissioned 1 or 2 others, and there's a mate of mine. I'm going to get on to Rob Steers as well, because I want him to do something as well, Rob Steersy style, for the whatchamacallit for it, and because his stuff is really, really cool. It's just his own signature set, but I'm just going to let him off, give him a couple of brief things. And there's another mate of mine, he's a designer as well, so he's going to do another one. It's just fun. Why not? And if people like the podcast, it's cool. Why not fucking, if you wear your fucking whatever jersey you're into, or you're into fucking whatever, people stick stickers on their fucking car for all sorts of shite. Why not? If you like buckshot, it's spreading the word, and that's what's good. It's spreading the fucking word of it. It's basically, it's just, you know what I mean? It's like, as we speak, the big fucker of a yoke of a video is going up on the Patreon page. So any of the Patreon listeners, there's a new video coming your way today. It's one of the past podcasts. I'll be throwing up one or two every single week. And now, thanks to one of the podcast listeners, I've put the settings right on the fucking GoPro. That'll tell you. I need you podcasters, listeners, to tell me what the fuck I do. I've reset the whatchamacallit on it. I've reset the sizing on it, so I had it wrong. That's why it was coming out a bit grainy. Next podcast is going to be clean as fuck. Also some fun things coming down the line with past guest Orla Feeney. We talked about it on that podcast, so we're going to do it. Going to get some of the sounds this weekend, as well as the video footage using Gordo's gear, just to see how it fucking works. But like I said, Patreon people, there's a video going up today, and there'll be more stuff going up. I'm going to put up like some merch and things like that for higher tier people. You'll get not only access to the videos, but you'll also get, I'm going to send you out some shit. Yeah, there you go. You're going to get some free shit. Well, it won't be free. I mean, you'll have essentially paid towards the podcast, but we've hit a point now where I'm going to buy the first microphone. I'm going to buy it on Thursday. I'll have time to sit down and actually pick it. I know which one I want, but I just want to be sure. It'll be perfect for the singular like this one. It'll be really clean sound. But that's purely thanks to Patreon. Yeah. You are helping produce this fucking show, so you'll get a cleaner sound, and that's the start of it. That's the start of it. Then we're going to get better sounds by October, by the end of October, the Galway Comedy Festival. Hopefully I'll be able to do some podcasting at that. By then, I want to be some decent gear, you know what I mean? Can't be showing up to these fucking big shots if I have an actual comedy club to be fucking playing to. I can't be doing. I mean, what I have is grand. The Zoom is really snazzy, but I want to get a bigger Zoom that you can actually plug in 4 big mics into. But have a look anyway and see what you think. It'd be great if you jumped on board as a Patreon. It'd really fucking help the podcast. It really, really fucking, like, there's no two ways about it. It does. And you want to make this an actual viable fucking thing where it can actually support itself. I'm not going to make a fucking bean out of it. It's costing me every fucking month on hosting fees and stuff like that, which I don't mind. But it'd be great if the thing actually sustained itself. Like that. Give it a look. Throw in $3, throw in $5. Whatever you feel committed to, fire it in there. Fuck it. It'd be great. Like that, I'll give you a shout out in the podcast. And as I set up these tiers, there will be more shit coming to people that become patrons. Right, that's the end of the podcast. You can follow me, as you know, Tom O'Mahony Comedy. Will find me everywhere from Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Tom Bear O'Mahony will find me on Chatty Snaps. And if you want to know an updated gigs, I need to throw in a couple of more. There's a lash more gigs after going up on the website, and there's a couple of more after coming in that I need to put up there as well. Give it a look, tomomahony.com/gigs. Also, the podcast is up there too if you want to listen on Android. Like that, drive on, and I'll talk to you on Friday.